Hello everyone, welcome to EMRL Season 1, Round 2. We're here in Brazil, Interlagos, for the sprint qualifying, full wets, 100% chance of rain. We're on board with Brazil right now, who did a good job last race, finishing P5 in the feature race and getting P3 in the sprint, scoring the only points for his team. As what time is he gonna set? It's a 25.23 and he takes pole actually with a 25.23. His first pole of the season. Tyne in second. Dog Gamer comes in third. Oscar Frank comes in fourth. Again, a good showing from the Calabria course team, who had a 71 points last race with both drivers combined. So Omerab in fifth, Honey Badger in sixth, Aloxian in seventh, Milo in 8th, good qualifying for him. Compressor in 9th, Sterling Nick in 10th, Ben in 11th, his first race of the season after missing last round for his own team. Strudel and Francesco in 13th, 12th and 13th. Sunny's in 14th, Chiaro in 15th, Highland in 16th, Saber in 17th, and Spyro in last. Okay, as we're going to start in the sprint race, Kozil on pole. He gets a great start. Tyne gets a worse start. He's in P2 still though, as Dog Gamer and Oscar Van are trying to follow him. On 3 wide, down turn 3. As Tyne and Oscar Van go side by side and both get past Dog Gamer. Kozil still in the lead here. As in the back, there's many battles going on. Compressor, Milo. 3 wide there. Oh, Eloxian and Ben go off the track. Highland and Slownick side by side. Compressor in P4. And the top 3 have a good gap right now as Milo makes a mistake there on the grass. Slower Nick does as well. Omerab into P5. Francesco's trying to follow him. He's now in P6. Trying to make a move in P5 now around the outside. Doesn't get the space. Gets pushed wide. Seeing behind Strudel and Slower Nick. Slower Nick goes very wide there. Not good for him. He loses a lot of time fighting with Ben now, as Ben gets past. So you have many battles in front. Chiaro now making a move on Omerab for P8 and also dives Highland into P7. Good move. Moving up to the front as Milo's trying to get in the slipstream of Francesco. He's now going for a move around the outside. Is he going to stick it around the outside? No, he isn't. And now he makes a little mistake on the grass. As Oscar Van now has taken the lead from Kozil. He's been very good in the wets, getting a pole and the win in last sprint race. Oh, as Honey Badger and Strudel go over there on top of the screen, as you can see, a very big crash there. Probably a lag rocket. It's Compressor now up into P2. Oh, Oscar Van makes a little mistake, which lets Compressor and Kozil back into the fight. He makes another mistake, and now they both go past as Compressor is in the lead from P9. So, great start from him. Already into first and now in the battle for the lead. As he now has a little gap on Kozil. Oscar Van tries to make a move. He sticks it down the inside. Yes, good move by him. There's Dog Gamer. The back. Here we have some fights for P11. Slownick, Saber, and Ben gets pushed off by Honey Badger a bit. Sabercat is now trying to make a move on him, and Tiny's fell a long way behind. Now already down into P12 after starting on the front row. So Honey Badger goes around the outside of Saber. So Highland makes a little mistake there. He's now in the battle for P3 as Compressor has a 1.5 second gap on Kozil, and Francesco now goes down the inside of Oscar Van. Oscar Van gets squeezed off the track there by him, and now maybe is in danger to losing his P4 to Milo. He's trying to make a move around the outside, does not work. Still side by side. Nice racing by them both. Stein DNFs from the race. Oscar Fan and Milo still battling. Milo goes down the inside. And he's up into P4. Francesco is now trying to overtake Kozil as we're going into the last lap. He's overtaken Kozil into P2. From a poor qualifying to a great recovery in the sprint race from him. He's now defending the inside line. His compressor is looking like he's going to win this one. Yeah, Francesco doesn't want to make a mistake. He needs to stay on the inside line here. Can Kozil maybe get in the slipstream and make him pass? No, he cannot, as Compressor wins sprint race. Francesco comes in second. Kozil ends up in third, and Oscar Van just edges out Milo in fourth. Aloxian in sixth. Strudel finishing in P7. Honey Badger in P8. Highland in P9. Got Sabercat in P10. Rob in P11. A slower Nick in P12. Ben in P13. Sunny stays in P14. Spyro P15. Kiato P16. And Tana Dog Gamer with the DNF. So we're here for quali right now. So Oscar Fan in the dries right now. We have 13 corners. It's most of all full throttle. It's very high. We're now on board with our championship leader, getting a P1 in the sprint and a pole in the sprint, which I already said. And he got a P2 in the feature race, turning into 36 points, leading the championship by 1 point on his teammate Tyne, who was now in 8th. Skozio sets the provisional fastest time with a 24.4. And Dog Gamer in a close second. Milo in third with the same time as him. Just gonna see what Tyne does right now. Second lap. 24.35 equals Aloxian time at 24.35. They both take P1 right now. Where is Aloxian? He's right there. So on board with Aloxian right now in Audi. Of course, Audi winning the last sprint race just then. So we're gonna see what the final lap has in pedal. Kozio goes on pole with a 24.25. It's the same pole time as EMRL, and he puts it on the front row and gaps everyone by 1/10 and gets another pole in this race. Aloxian with a front row start, Tiny in third, Compressor in fourth, 2 and 4 for Audi, and Calabria course in 3 and 5 with also playing fifth. Milo's in sixth, good qualifying. Dog Gamer is 7th. It's all very close. Strudel in P8, Slower Nick in P9, Honey Badger in P10, Sunny's P11, Saber P12, Francesco in 13th. He's not good in quality right now, but he's making it up in the race. So we're gonna see where he is gonna end up. Spyro in 14th, Ben in 15th, Highland in 16th, Omar in 17th, and Kiato is in last. So we're now here in Interlagos as Tyne leaves the race. 5 lines go out, and Kozil now has his own front row as he now gets an easy start. As Aloxian goes into his inside and wins, gets in first place. As Kozil makes a little mistake, and Compressor is gonna make it a 1-2 for Audi. As in the back we have Strudel, Honey Badger, and Sabercat fighting for P4. That is, as Kozil goes very wide. Now loses a lot of positions as starting from pass. Oscar Van goes in the grass. Honey Badger gets pass as they're now going 3 right. Sabercat, Oscar Van, and Strudel. Oh my days. Strudel goes off the track. Milo, Kozil, Highland, and Francesco in the mix. Now 3 right again in the back. Sabercat goes down the inside of Honey Badger. Francesco is now into P6 again. Another good start from him, as he now TPs a little off the track, but it seems to be okay. So we have Compressor in the lead, starting on the mediums. Same with Oscar Van, they are both on medium, as the rest of the grid is all on soft tires. Is in the back, we see Milo making a little mistake. In P10, Dog Gamer trying to get past Ben. To the back with the EMRL fighting with Strudo and Sunny's. Strudo not on a good pace today. Fighting in the back. Dog Gamer makes a little mistake. EMRL gets a little on the grass there. So there's fighting for the lead going on. Aloxian keeps the lead. Sabercat into second. Compressor now down to fourth and goes into the grass as Honey Badger and Francesco gets past, and now Kozil and Kiara are trying to get past. So with one mistake you lose 6 positions around here. So Aloxian also makes a mistake. He's now down to P5. That's not good for Audi. As now Sabercat is in the lead for fast racing. Oscar in the close second. He's on the medium tire, so if he can keep in the slip, maybe the reverse strategy is gonna help him out here. Francesco already made up the ground. Very good drive by him. Good start again from a bad quali. Already made up 10 places. Now 11 if he can get past Oscar Fan. And he gets past Oscar Fan on a very weird way. See, as the top two now have a massive gap to P3, which is Honey Badger right now. So they're all fighting with each other. Honey Badger keeps the P3 going defensive. Yeah, keeps it. Oscar Van pushes Compressor a little wide there, makes him lose 1 position. There's a 5-car train right here from P3 to P7. So Aloxian and Oscar Van go in a lag rocket, and Aloxian gets the worst result out of that. Down to PA as Ben is now up to P7. Good recovery-ish by him, starting for P15, so already making up 8 places. Aloxian is wide again with Milo. He keeps the position. No, Milo with a great cutback. Up into P9. See Dog Gamer and Spiral now, side by side. Very close to each other, pushing each other to the limit. Spiral gets past around the outside. So now we see Sunny struggling with Strudel, Highland and Slower Nick. All with each other, side by side. Sunny goes around the outside. Highland on the grass. Dog Gamer and Spiral still battling with each other. So Francesco is now taking the lead from Saber. They now have a 2-second gap to P3. So Oscar Van goes a little wide there, loses some ground, down to P6. And now losing the slip. It's not good for his strategy. As he's going for an undercut, he's going for the hard, I think. He has to. Don't know if that's the best decision. As Kozo gets pushed wide there by Honey Badger. And Honey Badger also pushes Compressor out. Counting down how strict it has become with the penalties. We had 7 penalties last race. Most of Girouni, who had an 8-second time penalty in the feature race. Making him lose 3 positions. He's not here today. Kozo's now onto the grass. Tire wear maybe kicking in for him. His Compressor is now trying to make a move on Honey Badger. I think who he is gonna pit right now. No, he isn't. Yes, Francesco is in. He's going for the medium tires. Gonna try 14 laps on them. That is highly possible. And he gets ahead of Saber. So he's into the provisional lead and he has the better tires. So probably his strategy can make him make a good old gap to Saber. If he doesn't make a mistake, as we see Kozil in the pits, Dog Gamer in, everyone going for medium tires. Everyone who started on the soft end, which was most of the grid. Some people on hards trying the undercut. So we see Kiara and Ben here, trying to make the gap to Aloxian. So Ben goes a little wide there. So Aloxian is on the back of Milo, trying to make a move around the outside as Honey Badger just comes out of the pits. Aloxian with a good switchback of Milo. Now gives him the better line for turn 3. But Milo with a switchback. And he gets around the outside. Ooh. Aloxian pushed him a little wide there. But he had the inside line. Because I think when on the grass, the compressor is now in for the soft tires and he's gonna come out in P3. So can he maybe catch the gap to at least Saber and maybe to Francesco? I don't think that is all possible, but you never know. I think he can catch Saber though. The Saber is on the hards, compressor on the softs. Saber can get a good podium out of this. So does Francesco after an okay race last race. Just not good quality. He's now in P3 in the championship. He finished 3rd in the feature last race and 7th in the sprint, which makes him have 21 points. So he's 15 points behind Oscar Fan, who was now in P13 with a 2-stop. So he went for the hards and then he went in again for softs. So he's messed up his strategy a bit. He's trying to make the most out of this race now. So we see Milo, Aloxian, Strudel and Ben fighting. Strudel in the slip of Aloxian, trying to make a move around the outside. Aloxian fends off the inside. It's a good defensive driving there. Strudel trying to make a move around the outside, gets leave at trace, which now turns into the inside for the next corner. Great move by them both. Great racing by them both. So can he get in the slip of Milo? No, he can't. So that means Aloxian can go for a move around the outside again. Now the other way around. And now Aloxian gets past him. Strudel backs out of it. Doesn't want to fight too much, apparently. So Milo here in a steady P6. Trying to fend off Strudel, Aloxian, and maybe Ben in the back. Ben trying to catch up, hoping those guys can fight and maybe get a little on the grass. As they're now trying to go 3 wide. No, they don't. Milo backs out of it and goes for the switchback, which works on Strudel, but not quite on Aloxian. Aloxian get on the inside. Oh, Milo gets pushed outside there. So Ben makes a little mistake there. It was his chance to maybe catch up to him. Now Strudel and Aloxian go for side by side again for the 3rd time in a row right now. Now Strudel gets ahead. But Aloxian doesn't want to slip and he goes down the inside straight away. And he gets the move done. He's in the front now. His compressor has caught up to Saber. Goes down the inside. He has no time to lose and Saber lets him by. Saber is mature enough to know this is not worth defending. His compressor has a 3-second deficit or gap to Francesco. Francesco was really his 2nd deficit. He is cruising in the lead right now. Very good pace by him. Very impressive. I don't know if I think he's gonna get the championship lead. I'm not sure because both Calabrias are not scoring many points. Of course, Tyne already DNFing from the first second from the race. And Oscar with his 2-stopper. Seeing where he is right now. He is in 10th. So it's an okay recovery. Milo all the way down in 11th. He's been a bit unlucky, I think. Strudel and Aloxian are still fighting with each other. So Ben is still trying to catch up with them. Strudel now goes on the inside. Gets past. Can Aloxian maybe, not maybe, he will get in the slipstream and will put his car aside him for a nice battle. He of course had a last race he had a nice battle with Kozio, Aloxian did. Now he has another nice battle with another Czech. Strudel now makes a switchback. Aloxian breaks late and now Strudel's on the grass and now Aloxian has the gap. And Ben and Dog Gamer are now in the fight with Strudel for P7. So Ben gets a little push in the grass there, but he's still on the inside as Dog Gamer is not gonna make it 3 wide. Ben on the inside of Strudel. Strudel gets pushed wide a little bit. And now Dog Gamer gets past and Ben lets Strudel by. Now Strudel's on the grass another 2 times as Francesco wins the race. Didn't even realize we're on the last lap. Compressor in P2, Sabre in P3. A great win by Francesco. 2.8 seconds ahead. A very dominant win. Compressor with a very solid result in P2 for Audi. Sabre getting third. And he has a podium. Takes the last podium spot. Honey Badger is in P4. Gazelle in P5 after starting on pole. As we have Aluxin in P6. Dog Gamer in P7. Strudel in P8. We have Ben in P9. It's an okay race for him. Oscar Fan, he just messed up the strategy and ends up in P10. He has the fastest lap though, which will give him an extra point. But I don't think it's enough to keep the championship lead. Sparrow in P11. Milo in P12 taking the last point. Kiara in 13 just missing out. He had a good start, I think, but he just fell down the order. Sloronic in P14, Highland in P15, Sunny's in 16 and Omrap in 17th and Tyne with a DNF. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next week.